What's up? My name is Logan, and today we're going to be checking out this power-ups and transformation tier list. And I'm going to read this little quick thing real quick. It says, let's go over the many forms and power-ups that have been witnessed, talking about what made them interesting or in some cases pointless. So I'm going to be ranking all these transformations, giving my opinion, and let's see if you agree or disagree with me. Let's jump right into it. So we're starting off with Android 13 when he absorbs the components from Androids 14 and 15. I mean, it's a cool looking transformation, pretty menacingly, and so I give it a solid A. I like it. I like the Android 13 movie, so it's a pretty cool transformation in my opinion. So next up is Baby, the first form Baby, I guess you would call it. I mean, it's pretty cool. I've definitely, probably my favorite arc in GT was the Baby arc. So I mean, the first form wasn't nothing crazy to get hyped over, but I like it. It's a cool little design. I give it a B. So next up is Bojack. Bojack's transformation was okay. I mean, nothing too crazy to get hyped over. So I gave it a C. I like the movie though. I like seeing Gohan go Super Saiyan 2 again. You know, it was a cool movie, and that transformation, you know, it was pretty cool. First form Cell, it's a cool introduction to, you know, the character of Cell. Kind of makes him look kind of monstery in a way, because, you know, he has to absorb all those people to gain enough strength to take on the androids to be able to absorb them. So I gave it a solid B. Yeah, nothing crazy. I mean, it's a cool little first design, but his second form, I give it a B. Also, his voice is hilarious, depending on which version you watch. But I like the deep voice he had with the second form, or semi-perfect form, whichever one you want to call it. So yeah, I give it a B also. And then perfect form Cell, to be honest, a S. I like the final design, because if you look at the three, the final form or perfect form is definitely the best version or best looking version of Cell. So yeah, I give it an S tier. I like the final or perfect version of Cell. Then we got Cooler's final form. That's S tier in my opinion. It is a really nice looking transformation. The way it was delivered in the Cooler movie was amazing. Really good. Next is Topps Guard Destruction form. I like it. It's pretty good. He definitely looks way more menacing as that compared to his Pride Trooper. So it's an A for me. I give it an A. Next is False Super Saiyan Goku, and you know, apparently the Lord Slug movie did not get taken well by the Dragon Ball fandom. I kind of enjoyed it. I mean, and then False Super Saiyan, you know, most Dragon Ball people would put it at D. Not me. I enjoy False Super Saiyan because it's like that. Like, he almost snapped into it. Like, he just needed something a little bit more intense to push him over the edge to go full Super Saiyan. So I give it a C, or possibly even a B. I like False Super Saiyan. Yeah, I'm giving it a B. I like False Super Saiyan. Next is Ribian's transformation. I mean, come on, that's D tier. Like, it wasn't anything cool. Like, nothing to get hyped over, really. Frieza's first form is a good introduction to a character. I mean, it looks pretty cool. I mean, I like the horns. But is it anything crazy to get hyped over? I don't think so. I'm gonna put it at C. But his second form is really good. It's definitely an upgrade from, you know, first form to second form. I really like the second form Frieza with how the horns got longer, and you know, he used them as weapons. I give it an A. Third form Frieza, I give it a C. It's right. So yeah, I'm gonna bump up first form Frieza to B, but yeah, third form is C for me. I mean, why is his head that damn big? There was no reason. I mean, I guess you can get down and break it down because, you know, he was supposed to be quicker and stuff. So I mean, aerodynamics and shit, but nah, that man, no, too big. Frieza's final form, I like it. It's a sleek little design, but I mean, I still think his second form is his best looking form. And yeah, so I put it with B. I put it at B also. Frieza's final form full power, I give it an A. I like it better than just final form Frieza because he bulks up and looks more menacing, like he could put up a better fight than just final form Frieza. And then Golden Frieza, S tier. I think I love Golden Frieza from the way it was introduced, the theme for Golden Frieza, the way he poses and transfer, like S tier. Everything about that is like check the box for me. It's perfect. And then we got Lord Slug Giant. I mean, it's just a giant Namekian. I mean, nothing to really get hyped over. I mean, we've seen it before, so I mean, yeah, D tier for me. Super Baby in Great Ape form, I like it. The Baby Saga is probably my favorite GT saga there is, and so I liked it. I give it an A. It was cool because it's Super Saiyan. It looks like Super Saiyan Great Ape in a way, and it's combining the first two cool transformations we see together. Hirudegarn, Wrath of the Dragon, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Tapion, Trunks with a sword. I mean, what a good movie in my opinion, and I mean, good villain. I mean, pretty cool. So I give it a B. I think it's a solid B. Nothing too crazy. So I won't push it to A, but a good B. So this is Janemba's second form. They don't have his first form, so I'll put that on the screen. And then, so from that to this is definitely a upgrade. It was hyped. I love the Fusion Reborn movie. I give it an S. I think Janemba's an S tier transformation and character overall. Next is Kaioken Goku. It's actually a technique, but I'll still rank it. I give it an A. I like Kaioken. I wish they would have stayed with it a little bit longer and him train with it more. Besides, just I think the highest he got was times 20. So I mean, I know it like destroys his body and stuff, like when he used it later on in Super. But I mean, imagine if he could have mastered it and like times 100. Wonder how strong that would have been compared to maybe Goku as just Super Saiyan, or you get what I'm saying. Broly as a legendary Super Saiyan. This is Super Broly. I like it. It's a cool design. S tier. Legendary Super Saiyan is one of my favorites. I love old Z Broly. Z Broly is one of my favorite characters in the series, even though that version is not canon, but I still love that version of Broly. Majin Buu or Fat Buu, I give him a C because he's not really that menacing looking. I mean, imagine if when that egg cracked open, if it was Super Buu or Kid Buu versus that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it would be more of like holy shit, like that guy's menacing looking besides this guy popping out and just wanting to turn people into chocolate, you know what I'm saying? All right, I'm going to do these in order. So Pure Evil Majin Buu, I put it as C also because like it's not only did we only saw him for maybe 2 minutes tops. So he was just funny looking, like nothing crazy. But now Super Buu, when Super Buu came out, in my opinion, Super Buu's S tier. I loved how he just more menacing looking. Like that Super Buu is my favorite version of Buu. Then there's Buu Iklo. I mean, I'm not sure that's actually the canon name for that, but you know how when he absorbs Gotenks and Gohan, the nicknames are Bootanks and then Buuhan. So I call this Buu Iklo. I'm not sure if that's actually canon, but I put it at D. I mean, it was nothing to get hyped over. It wasn't cool or anything. Bootanks, I give it a B. It's definitely better than Buu Iklo, but I mean, still nothing too crazy to get hyped over in my opinion. But now Buuhan, this is where it gets interesting because it's definitely between a S and an A. Because my thing is, when he absorbed Gohan, Ultimate Gohan, where Gohan's supposed to be the strongest, and now one of the strongest characters just absorbed the strongest character, like nobody's touching him, right? So then that's when we get Vegito happening. But so yeah, S tier. I give Buuhan S tier also. It was hyped. It was kind of like a holy shit moment where you're like, how until we learned about the Potara fusion, it was like nobody's beating this guy. And then for Kid Buu, this might get some heat in a way because I know this version of Buu is probably a bunch of people's favorite. But I put it at B because I like my villains to have intelligence and talk shit. Like, that's why Frieza's my favorite character. But like, I like Kid Buu. You know, he's a menace. Like, right as soon as he spawned in, he was like, I'm gonna blow up this earth. But it's not a. I wouldn't necessarily. It's a downgrade per se from Buuhan to Kid Buu, but I mean that's my whole point. Buuhan had intelligence, so it was where Kid Buu just has power. You know what I'm saying? Master Roshi's buff form, I give it a C. I mean, it's just him buffed up. I mean, nothing too crazy to get hyped over. I mean, it's cool when he does it because it's like, oh, look at the old man go. You know what I'm saying? Then Nova Shinron. I like Nova Shinron. He's a cool character. I give him an A. I wish we had Ice Shinron because I would rank him too. But like, I like Nova over Ice because Nova was all about like fighting with honor and stuff, where Ice was like, you know, he was gonna win no matter what, if it meant cheating or, you know, underhand tactics. But I give it an A. Omega Shinron, for the last villain for GT, for Goku, Universal Spirit Bomb, and character design, him getting all the Dragon Balls, and it's an S tier in my opinion. I love Omega Shinron. He is one of my favorite villains also. The Great Ape form, I mean, it's iconic. You know, Saiyans, they would take over planets with this. And, you know, Great Ape Vegeta was amazing. So I give it a B also. It's not too crazy to get hyped over for, like, as of now with all the other transformations there is. But, you know, when we would see Great Ape, it was a, you know, pretty cool moment. So then we got Ultimate Gohan, and this might get some heat, but it's a C. Because if you look at Ultimate Gohan, that's just base form Gohan, really. I mean, if you showed somebody Ultimate Gohan and didn't tell them that that was Ultimate Gohan, they would think that's just base form Gohan. I just said Gohan a lot. So, but I mean, the transformation is cool. How, you know, Elder Kai drawed out their potential. So actually, I'll bump it up to B. Yeah, I'll bump it up to B because it's not character looks or anything. It's just the way the transformation was presented. So yeah, I give it a B. But the looks, I don't like the way Ultimate Gohan looks. And then Super Baby 1, I don't know why they made his little antenna or shoulder pads so big. Like, they are huge for no reason. I give it a C. I mean, he does start looking more menacingly with per transformation because, like, as we see right here with first form or regular baby, I mean, he looks cool, but like, it's the shoulder blades or the padding. Why was it so big? It makes no sense. And as for Super Baby 2, that's a S tier. I love Super Baby 2. His look, his costume, the transformation, everything about him is perfect. And then Garlic Jr., D tier. I mean, the transformation wasn't nothing to get hyped over either. I mean, nothing too cool. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, S tier. The way it happened with the, you know, the red line shooting across, and, you know, Android 16 giving his little speech and stuff. Amazing. The way it was delivered was spot on. S tier for Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I'm not a big fan of the Super Saiyan 3 hairstyle. To be honest, it's cool, but like, I'm not a big fan of it. So yeah, I'll give it a B because it was cool seeing him transform into that to, you know, verse Majin Buu, but Super Saiyan 4 Goku, without a doubt, is S tier. Super Saiyan 4 is still one of the best delivered and best looking transformations in Dragon Ball. And, you know, I'll stand by that because, in my opinion, GT is not that bad. It's just become the meta in the Dragon Ball community that GT was awful. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not better than Super, but it's not that bad. I'm gonna go ahead and grab Zarbon from the bottom real quick and do him. I put him at C also. I mean, nothing crazy. I mean, I wasn't expecting him to have a transformation, to be honest, because like most of the time, the henchmen don't get cool screen time or anything, but Zarbon did. Super Saiyan Goku. So I'm guessing this is. I'm just gonna count this as when we first see Super Saiyan Goku. That's a S tier, just because of the way it was delivered. It was amazing. Like, we finally get to see the legendary Super Saiyan. The legend of Super Saiyan. Yeah, S tier. One of the most hypest moments in Dragon Ball. I'm not entirely sure what this version of Goku Super Saiyan is. Like, it looks like Android, maybe? I'm not entirely sure, so I'm just going to put it at B because, Super Saiyan is, just Super Saiyan looks cool. But, like, no version later on of Super Saiyan was as hyped as the first version we see of Super Saiyan. So, yeah, I'll put it at B, I guess. So, we got Super Trunks. I'm a huge fan of Super Trunks and Super Vegeta. Sure, they're too bulky to keep up with the speed and stuff, but the hairstyle for Super Trunks, where it looks like Broly's legendary Super Saiyan hair. It's the hair alone makes it S tier for me, in my opinion. And then Super Vegeta, I put it at A tier. I like Super Trunks a little bit better than Super Vegeta, but I mean the deliver of Super Vegeta, the cockiness, like I give it an A. We got Super Saiyan 2 Trunks Rage. I like it. It was cool. So, you know what? I give it a C. C for cool. You know what I'm saying? Goku Black Rose. I like it. I give it an S tier. I love the color, the Potara earring hanging off. It's really amazing. Goku Black, S tier. And then Super Saiyan God Goku. That was a hype transformation. I loved it. The Super Saiyan God's theme music is S tier. I love the red and how the eyes are red also. S tier. Everything about it. The whole transformation, how the ceremony was going on, how the environment was changing. It was like storming and then snowing and then the sun came. Like, S tier. Next is Super Saiyan Blue Goku. I like it. It's pretty cool. I like Super Saiyan Blue because, blue is one of my favorite colors. And I just feel like they got rid of Super Saiyan God too quickly. Like, it makes no sense. Like, they basically buried it in the next arc. Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, I also give it an A. It's combining two things, because, Kaioken's actually a technique, not a transformation. So, yeah, I give it an A also. Super Saiyan Blue Evolved Vegeta, S tier. Royal Blue is my favorite color. So, like, right as soon as he transformed and Vegeta is my favorite character, right as soon as I saw that, I was like, it's two of my favorite things put together. Like, how am I not going to like this? So, yeah, S tier. And then Goku Ultra Instinct Sign. I give it an S tier, without a doubt. Ultra Instinct was badass in the Tournament of Power. And then Master Ultra Instinct Goku, S tier also. I mean, badass. Both of the Ultra Instinct versions were badass. And that's the last of the transformations. Let me know if you agree or disagree with me. Tell me which ones you think would move up or down. And I guess for a little bonus thing real quick, I'm going to pick my favorite transformation from each tier. So starting at D, out of those four, I give it to Lord Slug. C tier, I give it to, I guess, Super Saiyan 2 Rage Trunks. B tier, this is probably the toughest one right now. Like, because there's good ones, but I give it to, it's between Frieza, Kid Buu, and Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I guess Frieza. I'll give it to Frieza. And then for A tier, I guess I'll give it to Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. Even though it's still just Super Saiyan Blue with Kaioken technique, so that's just pure transformation. I give it to probably grade 8 baby, maybe Super Vegeta. It's a tie between those two. S tier is stacked. I mean, obviously it would be like Golden Frieza's there, Super Saiyan God is there, Blue Evolved is also Super Baby 2, Super Saiyan 4. I honestly cannot pick one. But anyways, thank you for watching. If you want to see more Dragon Ball content or anime content in general, like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.